Gandhiji knew that there was something that needs to be done. If you are serious about the whole thing, what would you do? You would do what he did. You would read, you would meet, you would travel. You would observe. You would be all the time alert. You would want to find out an opportunity. Or do you just want to be a do-gooder, a society man?
First of all, non-violence is not just a particular code of conduct. Non-violence is just about not seeing oneself as limited, not unnecessarily building boundaries for oneself. Just the being of the other is violence. You see, I'll die and you will continue living. Is this not violence? I am suffering and you are laughing. Is that not violence? So I am separate from you. This separation, this otherness itself is violence. Violence need not wait to be manifested as violent conduct. Violent conduct may seldom occur. Violent conduct may even be suppressed by rules of law or morality or even fear. Even fear can make you suppress violent conduct. Fear that the police will get you. So you will not allow the conduct to be violent. But still the mind will remain violent. Because the mind is seeing the rest of the world, entire existence, as an implicit or explicit enemy. Spirituality is about not taking existence as an alien or separate place, not as a strange place. Spirituality is about belonging to existence, not belonging to a narrow household or caste or ideology. All these are boundaries. So wherever there are boundaries, there is violence. Wherever there are boundaries, there is also the feeling of being small, powerless, limited. That does not mean that the non-violent one feels very powerful, because to feel powerful would mean that you are ready to exercise power over somebody. Feeling powerless and powerful are almost the same thing. They imply separation, distance. We don't have a total belongingness to life. You feel you belong to your house or to your city. The moment you go out of your city or your country, you start feeling uprooted. The moment this feeling of being uprooted comes, that is violence. The really non-violent one is at home everywhere and in every situation. Wherever he is at home. He does not ever feel like a stranger or an alien. He has roots everywhere. If you don't have roots everywhere, if your being is specific, narrow and localized, then this is violence. If you say, this is my inner circle and everybody out of this is an alien, then this is violence. If we can understand violence, the non-violence is clear. Non-violence is not about following duties. Non-violence is an action in clarity and love. That alone is non-violence. Following your duties, your conduct may appear to be non-violent. He is a very dutiful employee. He is a duty-bound soldier. Your conduct may appear orderly and non-violent. But what about the mind?
Steady. And then act with total commitment and determination. If your action is founded on the basis of understanding, then your action becomes irreversible. But if your action is coming from some flimsy point, then such action has no momentum. It doesn't have longevity because it doesn't have sincerity really. Even accidentally, the right things can happen to you only if you are prepared.